Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marko and today we are continuing Death Note. It's time for episode number 2 and as I said in my previous video, I am already hooked. It seems like last time we met our protagonist, Light Yagami, and he's quite an interesting fellow. He's a very smart dude, he's a perfect student with great grades, and I really liked the parallel at the beginning of the episode between Yagami and Ryuk, them saying this world is rotten. That was such a great scene. But they said that for a totally different reasons, of course. Ryuk was so bored because in Shinigami world they're just chatting and playing games, gambling, and they basically laugh at you if you're doing your job, if you're killing people and writing names in the book. That was so funny to me. And on the other hand, we have Light Yagami, who wants to get rid of the evil from this world, and I can't blame him for that. His meaning of this world is rotten is obviously him thinking about criminals, terrorists, murderers, rapists, and all that human scum that exists on our planet. So Ryuk dropped his notebook into the human world, and that single notebook can change the human world, basically. And at first Yagami was like, what the hell is this, when he found the notebook? Is this some sort of a joke? And that's perfectly reasonable thinking, because I would probably think the same if I find something like that, right? And you could see him leaving the notebook, but at that one shot they show us his face and he turns around, and in the next scene we saw Yagami in his room with the notebook. So he sat there and read the rules, and I will go over the rules again to see if I get it right. So if you write a person's name in the notebook and you know their face, how they look, that person will die 40 seconds from the moment you wrote their names. And if you write a person's name and a cause of death, that cause will happen. And when you write the cause, you have extra 6 minutes to describe the details of the death, and it will happen exactly how it's written in the notebook. Bro, that's such a powerful tool for someone to possess. And we saw Yagami testing the notebook on that guy who held hostages, kids and teacher, and he was skeptical. He wrote his name and he was waiting, and he was like, oh, nothing happened, this is all BS. And suddenly the reporters started talking about how the person that held hostages collapsed and that it died. And Yagami was like, what the fuck, this shit's real. And what I also found interesting was interaction between Ryuk and Yagami. When Yagami first laid his eyes on Ryuk, he was scared, he screamed, but I wasn't expecting him to change suddenly. He was like basically, oh, I was expecting you. I was like, what the fuck, this man is not scared of him. He was basically saying that it's not weird for Shinigamis to exist because the Death Note is real. Ryuk is interesting as well, he's weird, he likes eating lots of apples. He was saying that apples are very, very juicy. And it's interesting that only the person who uses the notebook can see Ryuk. So that's why Yagami's mother wasn't able to see Ryuk. And Yagami literally went from being skeptical towards the end of the episode to, I will become the god of New World, and I didn't quite like that. It was, in my opinion, too soon to think something like that. But for our first episode, so much happened, bro. It was packed episode, I really liked it. I would be lying if he didn't make me more interested to watch the next episode, and this show generally is a really interesting fellow for us audience to follow. And I like this whole setting, the dark vibes and the way it's animated. It's perfect. I'm enjoying it so much, so I'm looking forward to episode 2. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. Let's go, guys. Okay, guys, time for episode number 2 of Death Note. I can't wait, and I apologize in advance if you hear some noise throughout this episode because it's holiday season. I have many guests and my whole family is home, and I apologize if something like that happens, but hopefully not. So yeah, let's start episode number 2 of Death Note. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention how good this opening is actually. Yep, we are getting a quick recap. Oh my god, I really hated these bastards. And that scene was so epic as well. The god of the new world. Yagami working hard. Now this is going to be easy for him. Piece of cake.
ついに夢を現実のものとした彼は、その夢の完全なる成就と、それによる至福の。
それじゃあ、今日はここまでにします。
What the hell, Ryuk? Oh my god, he literally scared me for a second.
やっと終わりか。退屈だな、学校ってところも。
What the fuck?
ライト聞いてるのか。
Oh my god, even Ryuk knows.
僕の声はリュウクと違って他の人にも聞こえる。
Right, bro, it would be weird to see him talking to himself like a maniac.
悪い、用があるんだ。用はあるよ。
I have something to do. I wonder what that is. Of course.
新宿区歌舞伎町の飲食店で店にあった刃渡りおよそ12センチのナイフを使い後輩従業員の下腹部を刺した疑いを持たれている。
He's being rude, so I just lost it. What the hell?
おい、ライト。
無駄にできない。
Holy shit, bro. He's writing and writing.
限られている。学校から帰ってきて寝るまでくらいだ。成績も今まで通りトップでいることも。授業中睡眠不足も敵だ。
Yeah, he's right about that.
何しろ世の中を悪のない理想の世界。
I wonder if he will start killing people for only minor offenses as the time comes. Or is that his younger brother or sister? Of course.
いいよ。
I'm the oldest brother as well, so I know the feeling.
の中のノートに触った人間には俺の姿が見える。
Oh shit!
そういう大切なことを今頃。
What the hell,
この
you?
死神は。
I thought only who uses the note.
あ、いや。
Oh my god!
一体何が。
Don't let her open the drawer, man.
そのすべてが心臓麻痺だ。
Interpol.
すべて手配中のもしくは刑務所に留置されていた犯罪者たちです。
Oh, they're starting to notice that something weird is going on.
そうなると軽く100人以上か?
Did I see Adrian Muto? What the hell? He was a football player in early 2000s. Yeah. Yeah, there is no way to prove it.
殺人に決まってる。
そんな広範囲で同時と言ってもいい殺人が可能
Oh man, I understand both of those arguments, man.
計画殺人しか思えませんな。もう一度言ってみてもいい。
Oh my god, they're using football players. That's so great.
殺人なのか偶然なのかその解明でしょ。心臓麻痺って死因
Heart attacks.
では何も出ませんからね。全くだ。ナイフでも刺さっていれば洗いようもあるが。 こうなったらまた L に解決してもらうしかありませんな。
What is L?
何です L って。
Yeah, exactly.
君はこの会議初めてだったな。L というのは名前も居場所も顔すら誰も知らない。しかしどんな難事件でも必ず解決してしまう。
Every case he's taken, no matter how
世界の
difficult.
迷宮入り事件の数々を解いてきたこの世界の影のトップ。
Our ace in the hole. Oh, he's already involved. So he's basically... Oh my god, Dario Simic, Niko Kovac. I know all of those footballers.
エルはすでにこの事件の捜査を始めています。
Oh, interesting.
渡り
Van der Sar.
を取れる唯一の男だ。
The man who can, only man who can contact Hell. He's not here in person. Makes sense. Alright, so the world is starting to notice that someone is killing all these criminals. But they're not yet sure.
こんな危険なもの普通に持ってなん
Yeah, of course, you need to hide it.
今までは録を取っていたで済むくらいには
Yeah, but if they touch it, they can see you.
下手を打てば僕は自分の家族を
Whoa,
殺すことになってしまう
whoa, hold up, man. He really is dangerous, bro.
この事件はかつてない規模の殺人事件です。この事件を解決するため、ぜひ ICPO の皆様、いや、全世界のあらゆる機関、私に全面協力してくださることをご要請します。
The Japanese police.
なぜ日本なんだ。
犯人は複数であれ単独であり、
Wait,
日本人である可能性が極めて高い。日本人ではないについ
did Yagami kill only Japanese criminals?
てお見せできると思います。
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
とにかく、捜査本部は日
隠せたってことか。
ああこの引き出しの中にね
In the
それで
drawer.
隠したことになるのか？
Yeah.
鍵つけっぱなしだぞ。
それでいいんだむしろ鍵はわざとこの単なる日記帳を読むことでこの引き出しの秘密に満足する
Yeah.
本当の鍵はこっち僕の机の周辺のどこに転がっていても不思議じゃないただのボールペンだ
Yeah, that makes sense, but
それが鍵なの
how
か？
is that the key? Yeah.
その穴にこれを入れるんだ
Wow. Oh, it's like a false bottom.
なるほど。
Oh, that's
いいぞ
genius.
まあ日記のフェイクもあるし、それなら見つからないだろ
Yeah, there is no way that they would go that far.
たとえ二重族ボールペンの芯が絶縁体となり電流を
Doesn't
吸い
channel
取っている
electricity.
中底を閉めた時にはこのゴムが絶縁体となり電流は流れないしかしもし誰かが
What?
強引に中底をノートはいいと思いながら完
What
全
the
に証拠は
fuck,
隠滅され
man?
るという仕掛けだ
Oh my god, big brain
親父たち
Yagami.
は本当の
Holy
日記を
shit.
隠していて見られたくなかったからという一番
This
人間
man.
らしいものがノートだしね
デスノートの人間が持った時、ライト。
He already covered that perfectly.
それにしても、
Oh
危険
my
な細工だ
god,
な。
bro.
少し手順を間違えただけで自分が大やけどするぞ。
危険るじゃないかデスノートを手にした時点で
That is true though.
それに比べたらこんなものは危険のうちに入らない
Okay, that was interesting. Let's read this. If the cause of death is written within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. If the case, if the cause of death is not specified, the person will simply die of heart attack. Okay, we knew this already. After writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Freaking Yagami, man. I mean, the stuff with the hole for the pen and the false bottom in the drawer was already kind of big brain, but setting the whole thing on fire, bro, that really surprised me. That was such a great moment. How did he manage to make something like that? And that was so funny to me. I don't know why, guys. But yeah, it seems like Interpol is involved, and these investigation leaders from all around the world are gathering, and they're saying, okay, something weird is going on. We have all these criminals dying by heart attack, and lots of them at the exact same time. And I can't blame the dude who said that there is probably some big organization behind all of this poisoning them. But then again, I understand the other side as well completely. Someone who says that it might be coincidence and that there is no proof that something like that is going on, and that if that's the case, CIA or FBI are probably involved. And we get to see this mystery detective type of figure who solved all the craziest cases. And he's going by the name L. And we saw that dude with the hat and the coat, Avatari. And he is the one who can get in touch with L. And it's interesting that that person L is already investigating about all of this. So this is going to be very interesting. I really liked those football player references. I wasn't expecting that at all. Those were all football players who were relevant in that time period in early 2000s when I was very young. I was like 7-8 years old when I started watching football, and football is my passion, so I know all of those footballers like Adrian Mutu, he's from Romania, from the Netherlands, Van der Sar, and from Croatia, Dario Simic. And that was really nice touch. And yeah, when it comes to Yagami, he's so damn smart. But it's dangerous because he has an ego, so I don't know what to expect. He was basically saying that if his family starts noticing something weird or getting close to the notebook, that he would eventually need to think about killing them, which made me worried even more. Extremely smart and intelligent persons with the big ego, that's really dangerous type to play around with. And that person L somehow knows that it's in Japan, and he plans on directly confronting the Yagami, and I don't know how does he plan to do that. I guess we'll find out soon. I'm really interested to see what happens next. Really enjoying this show, so let's continue. All right. Well, that's another victim. Bizarre deaths of prisoners. Oh yeah, I bet that people will like this. For sure. Yeah, of course, they're messaging, posting on social media. And...
見てみろよ、リュウク。もうこんなホームページまでできているんだ。
A website! The Legend of Kira the Savior. Oh, this is what he wanted, man.
殺し屋という意味のキラーから来ているらしい。
English word killer, Kira, right, killer. Yeah, it's totally understandable that people would be interested in this.
凶悪犯罪者の相次ぐ変死くらいにしか公表されていない。しかし、世界中の人間がもう感じているんだ。正義の裁きをする者の存在を。
Someone passing judgment. Yo, man.
人間っていうのはそんな生き物なんだ、リュウク。例えば、学校のホームルームで悪い人間をぶり。
それはいけないことです。
I mean,
決まっている。もちろん、
that's
そう答える
true.
のが正しいし、人間は公共の場などでは表面上そうでなくてはならない。しかし本音はこっちだ。口に出さないだけで、もうみんな分かっているんだ。悪い奴が誰かに消されている。
Someone is making the bad guys disappear.
自分に火のない者は心の中でキラ頑張れと叫び。
Yeah, I can see a lot of people cheering for
自分に天
Kira.
罰が下ることに怯える。
Holy shit.
これで。
Broadcast from ICPO, Interpol.
なんだ？
インターポール。
それでは始めます。
私は全世界の警察を
Lind
動か
L.
せる
Taylor.
唯一の
L, wait!
リンド・エル・テイラー、通称 L です。
It is L!
今まで顔出さなかったんですよね。どうして今になって。
Interesting. But isn't that kinda dangerous?
証明してもらおう。相次ぐ犯罪者を狙った。
He doesn't know how Yagami's notebook works.
史上最大の凶悪犯罪です。
Ooh.
よって私はこの犯罪の首謀者、俗に言われるキラを必ず捕まえる。必ず捕まえるってよ。
He's shook.
捕まらにも残らないんだ。
Yo, look at him, bro. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense that he was expecting something like that. He's murking all these people left and right. Oof, he won't like that. Oh, and that smile. Oh my god, man. Wait! Is he going to kill him? He didn't even do anything bad. Oh, this is what I was afraid, bro, and look at the size of the letters. It really was his real name. Oh my god, I don't like that laugh. He really killed him live on TV. Wait. Oh my god, he played him. What the fuck? Yo, this is getting interesting. So Yagami gave them the proof that he would kill the person that he doesn't know is criminal. Yeah, he doesn't know his name and face. That has to be the guy from the opening, his, like, rival. No way, bro! Are you kidding me? From the whole world to the region. He's insane. Oh my god, Yagami is shook. The most heavily populated, but the fact, oh my god, this dude. Oh my god. Yeah, but he still doesn't know how Yagami does it. Oh my god, this guy is no joke. Speechless. The fact that he pinpointed the region he lives in already. Oh yes! Fuck yeah! This is going to be so great! I am justice! Oh! Just like the parallel with Ryuk. Oh my god, guys! Whew. This is so good, bro. I was blown away by what L just pulled off, man. That episode was insane. It's probably even better than episode number 1. L is so smart and interesting. He basically baited Yagami to kill this person, Lind L. Taylor, live on TV, and he was scheduled to be executed because he is a criminal, he's a prisoner, but there weren't any information about him and his crimes on the internet, on the news, on the TV, not anywhere. So they know that Yagami didn't know about Lind L. Taylor. To Yagami, he thought that it was a person from Interpol, basically declaring the war on Yagami. And the way he was speaking that, killing people no matter what they did is evil. And I was talking earlier that I'm afraid that as the time passes on, that Yagami will start killing people for more minor offenses, or pickpocketing or stuff like that. I don't know. And it was a proof to me that that might be the case, because what he did in this episode is killing the person who is doing his job, basically. Isn't that right, guys? Am I right about this? In in Yagami's eyes, he couldn't know that that person on TV is bad. He killed him for his own benefit and purposes. He was baited. He struck a nerve by saying that he is evil. And Yagami said that those who opposes to God are evil. And I was like, oh boy, this is going to be insane. The craziest part for me was that he was able to pinpoint his location, the region he lives in, Kanto. And he was saying, you're lucky because it's the most heavy populated region. I agree with Yagami that the world is rotten indeed, and that people who are basically doing something extremely bad, like I said this in previous video as well, rapists, murderers, terrorists, all those crazy son of a bitches, I'm okay with their names written in the notebook. But then again, humans shouldn't have such a power to kill someone like that. So as long as Yagami is killing those types of people, I am okay with that. I'm against of anyone possessing the notebook and passing on judgment on people, because humans shouldn't have right to take another human's lives. Those who commits those terrible crimes needs to be imprisoned for life, that's for sure. And in some countries there is a death sentence. Something like that exists even today, guys, believe it or not. But what I think is good, that because people are noticing this, that there will be less and less crime. People with bad intentions will start thinking that they will die if they do something bad. Because of that, I think that Yagami did a good thing by getting rid of the verse of the worst. But he fucked up because he killed this investigator, this detective person that was in his mind. He was thinking that it's a real L who was only doing his job, and all those who oppose him are evil. That's the worrying part. That's the most dangerous type of person. You're not thinking the same as me, you're dead. That's kind of fucked up. And it's very natural that many people would like what's going on. Like, imagine suddenly waking up and seeing all the worst serial killers, rapists, pedophiles, all these scumbag human pieces of shit dying, and you read in the newspaper that all of these horrible people are dying. You would say like, okay, I don't care really, right? That would be the reaction of most people. And the people who are not imprisoned and they have done something terrible would be scared, and they would never do anything bad again, I guess, if something like that continued to happen. But it's natural that police and the people will start to investigate, because it's not morally right to kill humans, right? Although they deserved it. So it's a really hard topic for me, because I can see the both sides. I want to know what you guys think about this. I'm really interested to see your opinions about this. So Ryuk was having the time of his life. He is really enjoying all of this, and Yagami was shook at first after confrontation with L. He was scared, he was worried, but then again he accepted. He said, I accept your challenge, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is going to be epic. Yagami against L, and I assume that's the guy from the opening when they're both standing on those buildings looking at each other. So this is going to be insane, man. They are both very smart, bro, but L at the end of this episode was like crazy, bro. 5-head, big brain, 300 IQ type of shit right there. So we met also Yagami's sister. He has a sister and mom. Those are two family members we saw, and I was wondering from the beginning, will he start to get worse progressively as the time passes? Will he start to kill the people who he deemed that needs to be killed just for the sake of getting in his way? And I'm afraid that we are heading in that way. And there is a telling, most of you heard about that you can tell what kind of person someone is by giving the power to that person. It's also important that if someone touches the notebook, they would be able to see a Ryuk. I thought that it was only if the person writes name of someone in that notebook that they would be able to see, but no, it's only touching. And Yagami was like, oh man, now you're telling me, really? Now that she's so close to the notebook, screw you. That was pretty funny. But yeah, guys, really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy as much as I did watching this episode. That's all for today, guys. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.